This is going to take long, but it's the way to make it look the nicest without wasting any. Yeah, this is going to take a while. It is the next day. I kind of gave up the night before. I did, however, find out that my job was to remove the steering shaft. That was why the driver's side header wouldn't go in, which is a very common thing. I looked up how to do it. You got to take one of the two bolts out. There's a little, I can show it to you. It's pretty easy. Where did I put it? Doo-doo-doo. So this is what it's going to look like on your car. It will be mounted somewhere like that in relation to your car, but just in a little farther. So what you have to do is you have to take one of these two bolts out. I took both of them out because I wasn't quite sure what was going on. Then you take the bolt out that is on the bottom. This is right where it connects to the steering box. Again, this is a Gen 1 Cts-v, so this should work for any of those. That would be 2004 to 2006, I believe, or 2007. I don't remember. This is a 2005. So yeah, you got to take this bolt out, and then this slides right off the steering shaft. It's not a really fine spline, so there should be a pretty easy way for it to go back on without me getting my steering wheel crooked. And yeah, once you get all of this, you can push the shaft. I stuck a pry bar down in the U-joint down here, and I pried it up towards the body of the car until the joint came off on the bottom, and then it was able to fall down and fall out of the car. That was pretty easy, but that was the only part that you really got to take apart to get your headers out. Obviously, that does not include taking the coil packs off so you can get to the studs. I have a broken stud, or a broken bolt in the passenger side all the way to the back. I did not break it off, but I will have to fix that someday. I'm probably not going to fix it right away. It wasn't actually leaking. Believe it or not, the exhaust was sealed, was not leaking, so that was awesome. But I am going to have to fix that someday. When I pull the heads, I'll probably helicoil them and put studs in just because I'm a freak. Because that's way overkill, but I don't want them coming out. So helicoils and studs, ARP studs, will happen someday. I can't do that right now. I'll probably be doing that when the car goes back together some other day. I also did break one of the spark plug cables when I was taking them apart because they were stuck, really stuck. They're so annoying. So I got to run to the store and get a set of them, I guess. Everything in here is AC Delco, so whoever had this car before was putting brand parts in it. It looked like it was serviced at the dealership 90% of its life. So yeah, they put good parts in it. It's been taken care of really well, not a whole lot of rust. It's pretty good. The next thing we're going to do is, now that I've test fit the headers and I've got them into the car and I know the bolts will go in and I know I'm not hitting anything, we're going to wrap them in black fiberglass wrap. Apparently it's got some titanium in it. It's from DEI. It's kind of a review of that stuff. I've heard good things about it. I've never tried it myself. I do a lot of exhaust wrap for work, so I'll have a pretty good idea of what I like and what I'm looking for and what will hold up. I will be wrapping it with stainless steel wire and twisting them on, which is better than the stainless zip ties. Don't use the stainless zip ties. They're terrible. They're hard to get tight. They don't stay tight enough, and they don't even look that nice. Use stainless steel wire. You can buy it most anywhere. Alright, here we go. Stuff you'll need: one of these guys with a cutter on it, a twist spinning tool, horrible freight. I think you can pick these up for. You pull on this end and it spins. Scissors. Hey Grandpa! Good scissors, stainless wire, and a header. The ideal way is to cut your length before you start putting it on, but I don't have that luxury because I don't know. So I'm going to have to wrap the whole thing. You're going to start up here, start right up at the head, go all the way down for each tube, and then start here. Start back here and wrap down towards your towards the exhaust, the O2 bung. So it should take us a while, but we'll get it done and you'll see how it goes. This is going to take long, but it's the way to make it look the nicest without wasting any. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Oh, don't forget to have a fan running if you're not wearing a respirator. That's pretty much all that I do. Seems to be good enough. Up here it's a little bunched up, but on the straights you want to have it double layered. Everywhere it's got to be 2 layers. So right here there's a little ridge, which is where this piece begins here and ends here. So this piece, the leading edge of this piece, should lay right over top of where this second piece ends. Right there. And that's how you should wrap it all the way down. So you get 2 layers of insulation on the whole thing. Then you'll never have gaps. Also, pull it tight. As tight as you can make it. That took entirely too long. It's now past 1 o'clock, and I started at like 10. So this is going to go a little bit different. Instead of really trying hard to wrap each runner individually, I'm going to run it up to where they're touching or where they're close. I can't get the wrap in. I'm just going to cut it off and stop it and tie it in. Then I'll come back through later and wrap the whole center section up. I've seen people do that before. I thought it would look cooler if I did them individually, but it just takes way too freaking much time. So hopefully this one will go quite a bit faster. Once you get far enough ahead, then you want to come back and steel wrap this piece up here. Pull it tight, double it up, wrap it around. I'll do it on the bottom side, make it look extra nice. Twist it clockwise, then you get your fancy little grabber tool. Oh, come on. Another trick is to pull it side to side. Twist it one more time and release it. Cut it off. You guys can't see that. Twist it over. Once you get it pointed towards the inside, then you just beat it. There you go. Now, doesn't that look nice? So right here, I'm going to wrap stainless around both sides so that in case that rubs through and creates a tear in the wrap, that it'll still stay on and only a little bit of it will come unraveled. And then I'll do it probably every 6 inches everywhere else, just for the same reason, so that it doesn't come unraveled when I don't want it to. At the end of a wrap, where there's a tail, I like to do two ties. At the beginning I only do one, and then several throughout, and then two at the end. Hopefully I can get this in here. Ah! One done, 7 to go. I'll time lapse the rest of it.